Hope all is well with everyone. Hopefully, everyone has remained safe from the last time that I've seen you guys. Here we are again, third year in a row in the AFC Championship game. What a better place to not a better place to be here in the whole entire world at this particular point. You know, we get an opportunity to defend home field and pursue our goals. With that said, I'm all ears.
Let's go first to Harold Kuntz. Go ahead, Harold.
Hey, Eric, how are we doing today?
Doing good. How you doing, Harold?
I'm good, man. Hey, two questions for you. One regarding the Buffalo defense with Matt Milano. They're 12-0, and they've, I think, given up only 18.6 points per game. How much have you seen differently in that Buffalo defense than when you faced him in Week 6, especially with him coming back and how important he is to that defense? And I'll have another.
You know what? I see a hell of a team that's improved for whatever reason. You know, don't get me wrong. Our guys came out and played some good ball. But I've seen a huge difference in their approach and how they're handling things. Those guys are flying around. I think the world of 58, obviously Edmonds does a hell of a job. I think that respect is, watching that secondary. It's a veteran group. Those guys do a great job of communicating. They have a great understanding of what Les and Coach Sean McDermott has done. So this is going to be a fun game. And as we know, everything starts up front. They got some horses up front. We're going to see a lot of line games, and that's okay. Our guys understand that we got to set the tone, and we got to start it early and often.
And my other question to you, and I know I probably already know what your answer is going to be, but just do you feel that since you've kind of become the face of this whole coaching search, if you will, just especially nationally, do you feel any regret or remorse that it's come to the fact that you're kind of the face of this?
You know what, Harold? Here's the thing. It's always good to be mentioned and having an opportunity to pursue your dreams. And obviously, yes, I do want to be a head coach. But when it's all said and done with, my job is to make sure everything that we're doing right now is not to take away from the goals that we're trying to accomplish. The only thing that matters today, we got better. Okay. Today we had an opportunity to make sure we can take care of situational football as far as short yardage, goal line, and our third down situations. So now it's time for us to go back in and chop wood, watch this tape, and get ready for the next day. We want to make sure that we're getting our guys ready to make sure they can take care of business on Sunday. My own personal business, when all that's time to take care of itself, that will take care of itself, Harold. But thanks for asking.
Go next to Adam Teicher. Go ahead, Adam.
Hey, Eric, I got a couple of things for you today. Darrell Williams. I mean, you guys have brought in a lot of backs the last couple of years from LaShawn McCoy and Darwin Thompson, and this year Le'Veon and Clyde. But Darrell's still standing. What is it about him? How is he the one who's still standing here? What is it about Darrell that you keep him around and he's a guy you turn to in a big playoff game? And Brad, I'll have one follow-up as well.
Okay, Brad is, my man D-Dub, Dirty, as everybody calls him. Dirty's a smart, intelligent football player. He always have been that way. He's a guy that can line up and play in two positions. He can play at the running back position. He can also play the fullback position. He's a very smooth operating customer. He's very smooth through the holes. The thing that he has always been told, and he understands this because it had a chance to come to light a few times since he's been here, make sure you continue working and only worry about the things that you can control. And when you're presented with that moment, you make sure that you make it happen. I told him yesterday, in fact, I told him that I was very proud of his performance, not because of the numbers that he put up. We knew that he was very capable of that. In fact, he could put up even more better numbers. The thing that I was proud of is his ability to persevere through all the adversity that he's been through, because he really hasn't been given that opportunity to just go out there and shine like I know every player has, when they envision himself playing in this league. So I'm very proud of the player, but more importantly, very proud of the person for just seeing it through.
All right. And just also wanted to get your take on how Pat's looked through the last couple of days of practice.
You know what? Obviously, I'll let Coach deal with all that, but he looks like Pat to me. So he's been great in meetings. He's fun. He's energetic. So you can always count on Pat being Pat.
Go next to Nate Taylor. Go ahead, Nate.
Good to see you, Eric. I have two questions as well. The first one I'll start off with is Nick Allegretti had his first postseason debut. Just what did you see on tape, and what was it like for him to really get his start against the Bills and how he's progressed to now. And then Brad will have a follow-up.
You know what? I saw a kid that, just like with everybody else up front, that took advantage of a situation, that understood that this time of the year, all right, the game is going to be taken care of up front. I thought he did a heck of a job of coming off the ball. Obviously, just like anything, it's not going to always be perfect. But the thing that Nick takes a tremendous amount of pride in, he's going to line up and he's going to play the next play. He's going to give you everything that he has, and he's going to fight for 60 consecutive minutes. I enjoy watching him play. I enjoy watching those guys collectively play together as a group. And then on top of that, finishing the game the way we did. You know, that's what it's all about. And that was very, very unique. Now we got to put it together this week in practice and make sure that we can accomplish the same goal this particular Sunday coming up.
Yeah, Eric. And then secondly, going to Clyde Edwards-Helaire, he could possibly make his debut on Sunday. Just what are you trying to share with him to prepare him for such an opportunity? And how might the balance work if you're going to have him and Daryl going for you in the backfield?
Well, if Clyde's going to be a part of this, you can never have enough good players that's going out there to play. And you want to be at your best. And when it's all said and done with, we want our best players to be in there, giving us the best opportunity to win. So we'll make sure that Coach Dealin is coming up with the plan with myself and Coach Reed, and we'll just continue to work our way through. But at this particular time, we just want to make sure that Clyde is going to be there and be prepared to be the player that he can be.
Got time for a couple more. We'll go Karen and then Pete. Go ahead, Karen.
Coach, how are you?
I'm doing good, Ms. Karen. How you doing?
I'm fine, thank you. You know, Coach Spags was just basically saying it's hard to play a team twice. I'm wondering, do you save some really cool plays for this part of the season that we haven't seen yet and we can kind of watch for?
You know what, Miss Karen, I'm not going to even give that away because we have so many tons of plays. You just roll out that Rolodex, just choose a few, pull them out from the Joe files. And but I'll say this, at this particular time of the year, you just want your guys to make sure that they play assignment sound football. Will we have a wrinkle or two? Probably so. But when it's all said and done with, we just want to make sure we're putting our guys in the best situation to go out there and play as hard and as fast as they can. And then when it's all said and done with, we can end up celebrating and going to pursue our goal in Tampa.
We'll go last to Pete Sweeney. Go ahead, Pete.
Brad, I have just one quick thing after this. First, just to follow up here, why is Darrell Williams called dirty, do you think, in your estimation?
You know what? I have no idea. Okay.
Okay.
So when he got here, in fact, I know that the running back coach at that time, that's what they call him at LSU. But I will say this, it has nothing to do with his hygiene. Okay.
Got it. Well,
So,
that's a good
he's
thing.
a great kid. Yes.
And then for Sammy Watkins, I know he's faced a lot of adversity due to injuries this year, especially toward the end. And we know how important he is for your postseason offense. Just, how is he taking everything? How's his mindset going into what could be his first game in a couple of weeks?
You know what? Sammy's been great. And the thing about it, when Sammy's not in there, he's been great. Obviously, Sammy's, working himself back into the lineup, into the rotation. We're just trying to make sure we can get him across the finish line and get him there on Sunday. But all Rick and those guys that take care of that. But when it's all said and done, if he can be there, obviously he's going to provide a spark for us. Okay. He's going to give us another element to helping us to go out there and pursue our goals. And then on top of that, the things that he brings that energy, he brings that enthusiasm. He's a physical player. So if Sammy's able to go, we're looking forward to watching him do what he can do. But on top of that, we're counting on him, if he is playing, to make sure that he does everything that is needed to help us to accomplish the goal.
Coach ED, we appreciate the time. Thanks for joining us.
All right. Thank you. You guys take care.